Hey guys, I'm J-Mac. This is Raid Shadow Legends, and today show you how not to build a champion. Um, I had Akemtum. I've had him for a while. Had a 5-star awakening on him, and the last artifact event, I decided to build him out. And when I built him out, I wasn't very smart about it. I do try to wait and build champions out until there's an artifact event. That way, I kind of get more bang for my buck. But first of all, his skills. He's got the A1. It's a 3-hitter, and each hit has a chance of placing a 5% poison for 2 turns. Then we've got Hex and some debuff spread going on. That's really cool. The A2 is an AOE that can put a Hex, and then his passive has the 80% chance, which can be booked up to 100, of inflicting poison damage when enemies are under Hex. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading the screen right now. Whenever the allies get damage from poison debuffs. So what's cool is they don't have to be his poison debuffs. So he's got some really cool things going on with Hex and poison. He also has the aura and speed. So my first thought was, I'll put him in a toxic set. That way, the more poisons he gets out there, the more damage that can be done. And I think it's okay if he was like the only champion in the group. But here's what happened when I ran him through. And just well, dadgummit, getting click happy here. Go back to him. All right, there he is. Okay, so for his stats, I was happy with the stats. Got him up to 60k HP, 3.5 attack, speed. I need to do a little better on speed. 196. Like the game above 200, 220s, a good number to chase after, I think. And accuracy 324, so that's going to do a decent amount. And like I said, the guy in toxic set, perception. So what I was thinking was, okay, let me run him through Dragon. Now, I hadn't really watched any other videos about him. I knew he was a poisoner. I did see where you can put him in lifesteal, and he can heal himself up off those poisons. So this was a team I ran him in, because I was thinking, well, the more poisons I get out, the more damage I can do, and it'll just be awesome and fun. Well, the problem is that this is a great team. I can get a lot of poison, but there are other debuffs that need to be landed sometimes. And so, I've got Venomage that does the heal reduction. He's also putting out 5% poisons. I got attack down, defensive downs from Tomb Lord. Venomage also does that. I've got Hex going on. Let's see what else we got there. So those are some of the smaller poisons. I may have to pause it here for a second. Okay, so let me take it off auto. That's what I need to do. Okay, so right there, I've got heal reduction, 5% poisons, the 2.5 from the toxic set, another 5% poison, 5% poison, speed debuff. So I'm also going to get some defensive downs, some attack downs, and hopefully more of the 5% poisons. So as I was going through here and watching, it's kind of dumb to put him in a toxic set because you can only land 10 debuffs at a time. And why would you want these 2.5% poisons when you can have more of the 5% poisons or a defense down or attack down that may not get landed because you've got 3 or 4. Like right here, I've got 1, 2, 3 of the 2.5% poisons coming from that toxic set. So because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 debuffs, I'm not getting any attack down. I'm not getting any defensive down. Now, that's not going to hurt me in this situation. It's fine because my team has no problem. I've got Bad L and heals. I've got Mithrala with cleanses and shields, and I'm fine. But Not everybody runs a team like this or has a team like this. So one thing that I have never really, I guess, had to take a lot into consideration was when you build a champion, who else do you have that you're going to be running them with? So like here with Dragon, I want a defensive down. I want the attack down. With Venom Age, I like this heal reduction because he has a passive where I take less damage when enemies are under heal reduction. And like right here, went too fast there. He had a bunch of the 5% poisons. And so that's what we want. So I would rather these little bitty poisons coming from that toxic set not be there and take up debuff slots that other debuffs can get. Because right there, I've got 10 debuffs on him, and that miniature poison's taking a spot where I could have probably had another 5% poison on there. So again, I mean, for, Dragon 20, this team is fine. It's not going to be a speed team by any means, but I'm in no danger of dying, whopping, no danger of anything happening to anybody. But when you're building a champion and you're having to rely on that champion, you want to think about who you're teaming up with. And so I didn't do that when I built Akemtum out. And so what I'm going to have to do is, good thing it's a free gear removal day, I'm going to take all that toxic gear off of him. And I'm not sure how I'm going to build him yet. I didn't even look, see what kind of damage they had. But I do know that I'm not going to run him like that because it's not smart. Now, if he was my farmer or something like that, then yeah, you may be trying to get as many poisons as you can or something. Or if he's, your main DPS and you don't have anybody early game that's able to do some debuffs, then something like that may be okay. But there are definitely better ways to build him. I know I could do a relentless set and get that A1 trying to go more times, and then that would get me more of the 5% poisons I'm looking for because, they do more damage. Like I said, I've seen or read where people are talking about putting him in a lifesteal set, and that he can do some really cool things and keep himself alive. One thing I will say, I love the way the dude looks. I like the little cat eye. Looks like grenades. I'm going to assume poison grenades. I think he just looks awesome. But like I said, I thought I had this really cool idea. And then when I teamed him up with other champions, I realized my really cool idea was kind of a waste. Now, I don't know with Clan Boss, like I said, depending on who you have, a toxic set might be okay, just to get, more poisons out there, but definitely you want more of the 5% poisons if you can get them. So, building champions, stat-wise, with the gear I have him in, I'm happy with the stats that I got for him. It's just the gear set choice. I've got better options. And I may run him in Relentless if I have enough Relentless with good enough stats. I should, because Perception, I can make it the Forge, so I can get my 4 good pieces of Relentless to complement his skill sets and just fill in with Perception, because I have a lot of that. It may be interesting to play around with him in the life sets too, or the lifesteal gear too. Masteries, I don't even have masteries on him yet. I need to get that at some point. I got a lot of champions I need to do masteries on. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you of when you're building a champion, think about who else you have with that champion. And like I said, I've kind of ran into that a little bit, but not very often. It's like if I have an AoE decreased defense, and then I've got somebody that's a one-hit decreased defense, I'm not worried about a lot of accuracy on that one person trying to land that decreased defense on that one champion when I have somebody that's doing AoE. I've dealt with, little things like that, but this was the first time I've really stuck a bunch of poisoners together and realized, oh, those debuffs are going to fill up fast. And so, again, not to repeat myself more than 6 times, 5% are better than 2.5. It was just a bad choice to try to go that toxic with the other champions I have, and probably even early game, you probably wouldn't want him in toxic set. You're probably not going to have a toxic set early game anyway. But by the time you get mid game, you're going to have more debuffers, and like I said, you don't want to miss out on an attack down or a defensive down debuff for a 2.5% poison. So anyway, I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm really good about building champions wrong. But hopefully I'll get him tweaked and then he'll be useful to me somewhere, more than likely just Doom Tower secret rooms. But anyway, hope you're having fun playing the game. Hope if you're going after the fusion, which I am, try to get that panda bear. Still got a little ways to go. Maybe I'll do some shard pulls this weekend and get lucky and get some more of the rares and epics. I don't have to worry about all the events. But anyway, hope you're having fun. Hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.